So happy to be here with you. And today's discussion, I'm quite sad. Look, looking at the stories I have here with me, I'm not going to delve into any of them. I just want to discuss the Akonta mining lease and what they were supposed to do and what did they not do, and check out who is lying and who is not lying. Bro, it is not up to me to determine who is lying, but don't worry, by the time I'm done, you will make your own judgment in the house. Please don't forget to do the needful. Subscribe to our channel and we'll be so grateful to you. Thanks for joining me. Now, in today's stories, I won't waste time. I just brought evidences. I brought evidences. Evident. I hear one man called Chemamin to me. I'm sad. That's is this a problem of governance or is a problem of individuals planting themselves into political parties just for their own personal interest? How on earth will you be given a license to practice or do certain things and you go contrary to it? Who are we supposed to blame? Are we going to blame the MPP government, or we are going to blame Chairman Wontumi? Or we are going to blame... Look, we are tired of blaming people. Blaming people doesn't solve the problem, you know. Now look, how many times has Chairman Wontumi not been blamed or accused of being part of Galamsey stories or being the main architect for destroying our forest reserves? And how many times has he not decided to lie in our faces? Look, there has been several attempts, several accusations from diverse opponents, diverse camps, from the NDC's perspective, from the neutral camps. Look, even from their own camps. So we take Professor from Paul Mansell's report, claiming that there are some people in the government dealing, they are integral members of ah this whole cruelty of mankind to the forest. Meanwhile, people have also decided that they will propagate their interest on any day. Now that goes back to the former or the immediate past Minister for Land and Mineral Resource. What happened? Look, in 2022, yeah, I'm reading from Graphic Online. This is Chamawuntini speaking. So the exact date is October 4, 2022. So exactly 3 years ago. So 2 months and 2 years and some few months. The story was written or published on I think 9:37 p.m. Says that I am not involved in Galamsey, Chairman Wontumi. Chairman, today your company has been revoked of their license to do small scale mining. Why? Now this chairman here in 2022 lied and said, "Oh, we are not part of Galamsey. We are not part. I am not part of it. I am not involved in Galamsey. I have my license to work." Right? So let's read. Says that the Asante Regional Chairman for the New Patriotic Party, Bernardine Chibu Esiako, alias Chairman Undumi, has urged the public to disregard media reports suggesting that he was engaged in illegal mining activities. Today, are we supposed to go according to this story? Or the current Minister for Land and Mineral Resources is lying to us? Who is lying? Is it Akonta Mines or the government of the day? Your license has been revoked. Chairman, you own this Akonta Mines. What would you do? Because in 2022, you told us in our faces, that we should disregard the news that you are involved in anything called Galamsey. Now, speaking in a television interview on Monday, Wontumi, on his usual TV station, Wontumi TV says, and Chibu Esiako said one of the leases granted to his company would expire in 2035. Just one of them. Hey, he has a long way to go. Right now it has been revoked, so the 2025, the 2035 that told you it can't work. See that he said he had 4 concessions in Samurai Boy, 1 for prospecting, and 3 others which were leases. Therefore, Charlie. His comment come after the Ministry of Land and Natural Resources directed Akonta Mining Limited to stop operations in the Tano Nimiri forest with immediate effect. Then this thing has been there for a long time. 3 years ago, he was directed to stop operations in the Tano Nimiri forest. At the time, Honorable Jinapo did his best. So when he said he should stop, did he stop? First question. If he did not stop, why didn't he stop? Aside that too, what gave him the direction, the mandate, the balls, the locus to continue working in the Nimiri forest? To the extent that they got to a point where one individual has the ability, capacity, potentials, the potency to be selling forest reserves to individuals at a cost of 350,000 per each person. The next question is, who are these people? How many people did he sell these lands to, these lands in the forest to, for them to also engage in illegal mining? How many? Government, please, just as you've directed that you've revoked their licenses, that is not enough. That is not enough. That is not enough, I dare say, because he has been stopped before. He continued to do his work. In any serious country by now, he should be in cells, or he should be invited answering questions, and the next 24 hours to 48 hours, he should be in jail. This one, no investigation, it be direct. Engaging in illegal mining, destroying our forest reserves, putting the whole country into danger. So Wontumi is telling the whole country that this whole thing called global warming until climate change until he has been an integral member, an enemy to the state, an enemy to our natural resources. He has been an enemy to it. Look at his face, bro. How? Why? Look, you continue and you listen to him, and you see the saddest part is that today, as we speak, April 2020, April 22nd, April 22nd, and I hear the minority says what? I'm reading from Graphic Online as well. New policies will stifle mining sector growth. What has been our growth? What has been the growth? Stifling what? Minority to government. Charlie, then it means that you people have been purportedly disguising yourself in a public space that you are protecting our natural resources when you were in government. However, you never did. So you give directions to somebody like Chemaun to stay aside. What do? Then you go behind us and you allow him to operate. You didn't even come back to come and tell us that we gave him. No, you should. How can one person be more than, or have so much power more than the government, the whole government? Really? Where did we start from? Where are we going to end? So if today we are revoking the license for Wontumi, and then the minority comes in, new policies will stifle mining sector. What will stifle what? It has always not worked. Our mining sector, in fact, if we are not ready to mine, look, we don't pay gold under the soil. Let's let them be. They should be somewhere else. Once the country is ready to begin mining, we begin the mining. Who is chasing us to go and mine? Or has God told us that He is coming tomorrow, and that if we don't mind, He will punish us? No, if He. It's funny. It's funny. Let me read. This is that the minority in parliament has questioned the government. This what kind of question it is? Has questioned the government that its recent decisions in the mining sector could stifle growth, drive away from. Or we always in your 8 years in government, you allowed people to mine. What was the growth? What did we achieve? Our GDP growth in that sector, what happened to it? They didn't even pay anything. They didn't pay any dues to it. Yet you were receiving all this growth, the so-called growth we are talking about, and then yet you still implemented e-levy. Aside levies to look at the kind of sanitation, whatever levies, the number of levies you implemented, what happened to them? What did we see? My friend, bogus. Like, you see, this micro minority thing, I don't want to talk about it, but then, so let's listen to Kojo Oponkroma speaking on behalf of the minority in parliament. He says that these royalty like levies are putting several minds already in distress into graver financial difficulties. He should come and show us evidence. He should come and tell us the number of companies that are in distress just because of government's policy, new policies that they seek to implement. He should come and tell us. Now, the last thing, I wouldn't want to waste time on this because Charlie, Akonta mines in any serious country, they should not be working as we speak. Look, if they should, the leadership or the administration or the authorities in charge of Akonta mines should not be sleeping on their beds. They shouldn't be eating normally. They shouldn't be drinking normally. If there is anything called comfort, they shouldn't be in their comfort homes as I speak. Then if you are doing that, then that means that the whole government is trying to perpetrate, is trying to navigate or find a way to make sure that impunity leads everything once you have money in your pocket. We move on. There is this one story I want to attach to it, then we move. One story I'm attaching to it, then we move. It's very important. Let's move. Join me, Charlie. 34 police commanders reshuffled in Galamsey area. Super. Once these commanders have been changed, look, this should be a fight for all of us. We should all fight it. So kudos to our IGP. He's working. This is that the Inspector General of Police, Christian Tetehuiwonu, has reshuffled 34 police commanders in Galamsey prone areas in keeping with his promise to wage a relentless war on illegal mining activities in the country. This is where we end the reaction for today. Thanks for joining me, and I am Nkadiko. Bye.